Welcome back. Well, it doesn't quite match, but it's close. I have a Flyers reverse retro hat for people who follow the hockey channel. You won't be surprised. I have roughly half the teams in the league because this is the one style that I kind of like, and it matches a lot of classics. And for today's video, I'm wearing my Geeky jersey of Deadpool. They have a new Deadpool one on there as well that I'm thinking about, but I'm not actually going to buy because I've already got a Deadpool jersey. But I did get two of the pre-orders from them today, or not today, this week. So this one here, Bay Harbor Butchers, which is of course Dexter. Now, when you do a pre-order, you can choose what's on the back. Morgan 79, and 79 is the year that Jennifer Carpenter, who played Deborah Morgan, that's when she was born. So this is a Deb Morgan jersey, not technically Dexter. And this is Dexter riding the boat away from the finale, which was also disappointing. But this is my pride and joy now. This made me laugh really hard. So this is a Tuscan Raiders jersey. Again, I pre-ordered. Love the banthas on the shoulder. Look absolutely fantastic. And so in Star Wars, how Luke is knocked down by a Tuscan Raider, the Sand People, and you ever wonder what the name of the Tuscan Raider was who knocked Luke down? There it is. Yeah, yeah. So all that was the default on the back of this jersey, I think, is just Raider. I was like, I didn't want it to just say Raider. I want it to be Aurora, so that this is my Aurora jersey. And even with the apostrophes. So I have to say this is my favorite jersey of the Geeky jerseys now. This is number one for me. And I know they have this on retail right now, which means not pre-order. I'm not sure this one's on retail yet, but it will be, and it's fantastic. So there's a couple of Geeky jerseys I've added to the collection. I've got the whole rack over here, and it's kind of fun to have a jersey set just for this channel. There are a few hockey jerseys that have got into this because I didn't have room for them on the racks in there, but generally speaking, it's almost all Geeky jerseys. So that preamble aside, I did watch the season premiere of Flash, season 7, and it feels like they're wrapping up season 6. This is what was expected, where season 6 just sort of ends, and you're like, that doesn't feel like a finale, because it wasn't. And so, due to the COVID shutdown, they had to delay what was the actual finale. That's coming up over the next couple of weeks. So this is right underneath the bathroom upstairs, and Adelaide's pouring herself a bath. So it just sounded like some of that water hit the floor. Anyways, not a big deal, right? Unless it comes crashing through, and then that'll be my final video on here, because that'd probably kill this wonderful computer. Another interesting thing too, the computer in here is actually, I think, much nicer than the computer I have on the Hockey Guy set. But hey, there's that. This is more the backup too, so if one dies, you have to have two. As a YouTuber, you have to make sure you have a backup for everything, which is backup camera, backup microphone, backup computer, because you just never know. Electronics will just one day crap out on you. I've been through that experience more than once. But yeah, Flash's season premiere, it was kind of nice. Spoiler alert, so if you haven't watched it yet, go watch it and come back and watch this video. But yeah, we did say goodbye to a character, so I'm not going to spoil which one, but we did say goodbye to a character, and it felt like that's the end of it. Which is too bad, because I'm really going to miss that actor from the show. I'm hoping that's not the end of it. I'm hoping that once the multiverse becomes a thing again, which there's rumors the multiverse is going to pop back into existence if it hasn't already, which rumor has it has, that we'll see further iterations of that character in the future, or just the normal one. That would be nice too. But yeah, so I enjoyed Flash. I thought it did a good job of wrapping up some of the loose ends from last year, and I think over the next couple of episodes we'll wrap up season 6, and then we'll get into season 7 where there's a new villain, and threat and all of that other wonderful stuff. But what I really wanted to talk about was last night's WandaVision. So, WandaVision, there's been all this speculation of who's the big bad. Who's the big bad? There's going to be a big bad. There's somebody else pulling Agatha Harkness's strings. Who's the big bad? If you haven't watched, I'll tell you this. This isn't really a spoiler. None of the big bads show up because it didn't need it. The series didn't need some big, huge reveal. It didn't need Doctor Strange to come walking in, asking how he could be of service. It didn't need some cameo by some huge star. It was good on its own. It was perfectly serviceable on its own. The the only one issue I would take with it is that Darcy disappears 2 episodes ago. Are you not able to get up, Shadow? Is that a problem? Or come on. Come on. No, you're not slapping me. You're trying to get up here, aren't you? Well, come on. Come on then. Come on. Okay, there you go. Now you can get up. You're special. But the one thing is that Darcy disappears a couple episodes ago, and I'm like, okay, so Darcy's going to have a major impact. She really didn't. She just sort of, she had one line. And I was like, why? Did they keep Kat Dennings around for that one line, or did they just shoot that the same day they shot the other footage from a couple episodes ago and then tell her she can go? The ending was, I thought, pretty darn good, pretty darn well plotted out. So if you haven't seen it and you want to know, should I watch it? Yes. If you haven't watched any of the WandaVision series, go watch it and then come back and watch the rest of this video. It's fantastic. It shows that Marvel's completely reset things. And they had to. After Thanos, Thanos was such a major, huge, overarching storyline that went on for too long, I think. I think when you think about how many movies set this up, it probably went on for a little bit too long. But honestly, Thanos, now that that's out of the way, you kind of have to take things small again. It started with Spider-Man, of course, which rounded out the rest of Phase 3. And now we're into Phase 4, and WandaVision does this great job of ramping it up. Now, the White Vision storyline, I guess that's done. I don't know that Paul Bettany wears the Vision suit again. I'm not sure where White Vision shows up. He didn't stay a villain for very long, did he? And I had kind of expected, so what I was expecting and didn't happen was that Vision would somehow implant himself into White Vision, and then they would become one. So that Vision was then able to leave the Hex with Wanda. That was what I was expecting, and that didn't happen, which was okay. I get the emotional arc of the kids and of Vision, and Agatha being left as kind of a prisoner of Wanda's while everybody else is allowed to go. That was interesting. That was very, very interesting. And Wanda being portrayed at the end as kind of maybe being a villain, and you can see how it'll work into the next Doctor Strange movie. I think she's going to end up digging into magic and awakening things that she shouldn't, and that's going to bring Doctor Strange to say, what are you doing? And then we'll get into the big bad. So Agatha's not the big bad, but she was for this series. And I thought that was really, really well done. I will agree with the groans of revealing who Ralph was. That was groan worthy. That was the one reveal in this that I was like, really? That's it? Oh, that's too bad. And it is. And so Evan Peters is done in the Marvel Universe unless they bring him back for something else as Quicksilver at a later date, but I don't think they will. So it looks like they brought him in just as like that ultimate red herring, and that didn't end up really going anywhere, which again is too bad. The kids, I expected them to come back. I expect the kids to be back. I do expect Wanda and Vision to somehow end up back together at some point. But I will agree that it was important after the snap to make sure that there was some lasting effect. And if Vision was just magically back, then there's no lasting effect from the snap. Not really. And so this entire series was about Wanda dealing with her grief. And making peace with what she had to, and moving on. And it feels like at the end of this series, she really has moved on. Now, whether it's just something better or something infinitely worse, we'll find out. I thought it was interesting too that the Mind Stone kind of rests within her, which leads me to ask the question of whether or not we're gonna see. Because I know the comics take this in different directions, but are we going to see the stones with other people as well, other after effects with the stones in other movies? We'll see where it goes. I'm excited though for this year. What Marvel's going to be doing, and of course, next up is Falcon and Winter Soldier, which should be a very good shorter series, just 6 episodes. The episodes themselves are longer, but it's over a shorter period. And yeah, I'm happy about the way WandaVision came out. I'm excited to see what Scarlet Witch is going to be in future movies. I think she's become a superhero in her own right. And the character kind of felt like a middling throw in, if I'm being honest, about Age of Ultron. But Age of Ultron in general was a movie that didn't land very well with me at all. I remember coming out of Age of Ultron and going, that's it? And having that reaction. But with this, that's at least something. That's at least something that now we can say, all right, well, it did bring Wanda Maximoff into this universe, and so there's some good things. And of course, the idea that maybe Ultron returns, depending on the comics, you could see something with Ultron. Again, it would be attached to White Vision, who I guess going forward, I don't know. Like, is he just gonna be a lone wolf then on his own, doing his own thing? Is he gonna make a decision on whether or not to be a hero later, or what's gonna happen? I don't know. But they do tend to kind of follow the comics. But with this, what I liked was they followed parts of some, parts of others, and they really left us guessing until the last minute. And I can appreciate that. I can absolutely appreciate that. I think that it was a well written series, and it's got me excited for what's coming up next. When Disney Plus gets things right, they tend to get them really really right. Now Disney in general can get things really wrong. Star Wars sequels is an example of how it could have been great, and it misfires on so many different ways. But, and again, I've talked about that in previous videos, but I thought WandaVision was really solidly put together. If you don't come out of this series with a better appreciation for Elizabeth Olsen, who was the other Olsen sister at one point, and now I would say the twins are the other Olsen sisters because Elizabeth's become the main event. Really, really anxious to see what she can do, and if she can parlay what WandaVision's brought her into other roles that, I seriously think she may be a superstar in and of itself at the end of this. But let me know what you guys thought of WandaVision in the comment section below, what surprised you or what didn't. And again, I'm trying not to get into everything, because for people who watch this saying, well, I haven't watched, but yeah, I'll watch it, I don't want to give up everything. The mid-credit scene I thought was kind of meh. I was glad there was a post-credit scene that was far more revealing, because the mid-credit scene I was kind of like, well, we knew that was coming. That was my reaction, was kind of a, yeah, I knew that's where this was headed. But Monica Rambeau, we'll see her again in the second Captain Marvel movie, and that should be very interesting as well. But that's, I think, a couple of years down the road. Marvel's got a lot of movies squashed now because of everything getting pushed back a year. There's a lot of stuff that's squashed into a short period, and I don't think there's any room for them to keep moving things back. But hey, again, let me know your thoughts regarding the WandaVision series. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.